Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo. Go.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go.
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 Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Going Hard podcast. My name is Josh DeLay. I am one of the hosts of this podcast. The other host is over here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Going Hard podcast. I am one of the hosts, Alan Wagner.
Beautiful.
Over here is another host.
Oh, yeah, over here. Well, you know, he could be a host.
Yeah.
If he wanted to be.
Over here is another is a producer.
He's a guy who wants no light shined upon him. However, deserves all of the rays of sun.
Well, and he deserves a lot of. I wish he would show his face today because he's got a pair of amazing glasses on.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy with the
Yo, what's up? I'm assuming you're talking about this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
producer Pete, and
Yeah,
we're so happy to have you back. How was your Christmas, buddy? We missed you.
It was okay.
Yep.
Did you?
We tried reaching you.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we called you, and you didn't pick up. And so we called
Lolo.
we called Lolo, and she did in fact pick up.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And then she was saying something about how she just didn't know where you were, something along those lines. Does that ring any bells to you?
What day was that?
You know, just the podcast day.
I believe it was the 22nd or the 23rd of December.
Just the day
Oh, I suppose the day you guys were doing it.
The
yeah.
day that we were doing the
I did go
podcast.
out and grab some food, so that must have been what was going on.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
you were eating.
Well, as long as you're providing.
Well, no, I was grabbing food for the both of us.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're providing, then it's fine.
Okay.
But regardless, we missed you, and we're really glad you're back.
Welcome back to you as well.
Well, I was always here, but very good. And hey, for back-to-back podcasts, I'm having drinks.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
That's what I'm most excited about, to be perfectly
It's
honest
just
with you.
this time of year, you know. Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, you be festive. You got to be festive.
Yeah, there's so much merriment,
Yeah.
don't you think?
I like that you use that word.
Well, so it's the time of the year for that word. If you say merriment in April, you're just a fucking dick. But
Is that what? Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Because in April, it's just when God died or whatever.
I don't say merriment or merry or any of those words. I say happy because merry just makes people think Merry Christmas, and that's not acceptable anymore. So I say happy because that makes people think happy holidays.
Yeah,
I say Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, I
And-
say Happy
and-
Hanukkah
and
to everybody.
Hanukkah.
Yeah,
Which are all acceptable because they
Yeah.
were. Yeah.
You know, I
They're
specifically
a protected race.
the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, they've been very well protected historically.
So yeah, stuff like that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Shouts out.
You know what I like
Shouts
to do?
out.
I like to seek out people in hijabs and say Happy Hanukkah to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hijabs.
yeah, hijabs.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the right headwear.
Hijab.
That's well. Are you thinking of the same headwear that I am thinking of when you say hijab?
Yeah, the you know the brown ladies in the hoods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't celebrate Hanukkah.
right.
Oh, okay.
That's why I
I
do
was just
it.
making sure that we were following each other.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a group of hijabs at this open mic the other day, and
Why do you say it like that?
hijab.
Anyways, keep.
They were hijabby people.
I'm just not gonna get.
They were the hijabby folky. You know what I mean? And so they were sitting there at the table, and I was telling these jokes, right? And they weren't responding. I'm like, I was like, do you not fucking? I was like, hello, do you speak English? You know, I did that to him.
No.
You know what I mean? I was like, maybe if your hoods weren't covering your ears there, maybe you'd understand the thing coming out of my
God
fucking
damn
mouth.
it.
I think
Listen.
the reason was because you didn't say, "Hey, do you speak American?"
Oh yes,
Jesus
exactly.
Christ. We were talking about fucking spreading peace and happiness.
well, and I'm telling you how I was doing it,
telling
and
people
now
happy
you're
holidays,
interrupting me.
and you
So anyway-
immediately jumped
anyway,
into fucking.
There were these
hijab.
mysteriously hooded ladies.
Oh my goodness.
You know, of a certain skin tone, and I was telling tremendous jokes. I have this one joke. Want to hear this joke I was trying to tell these ladies?
Not really.
So I asked these hijabi ladies. I asked them this. I said, "You guys got pussies, huh?"
Jesus fucking Christ.
And they again just gave me nothing. This
Yeah.
was after I'd already told three.
Surprising.
I'd already told 3 spectacular jokes to no response. All right.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
now I'm
fuck.
just trying to find out, are these fucking hijabi mannequins or are these real folks? You know. So I looked at them. I was like, I could tell by the looks here, you got a pussy on you. And no response. How rude, right? These people, they come to our country, they don't respond to me. Insane, right? So then what I do is I do this joke. I was like, you're wearing some interesting garb. You know what I mean? I say that because I had noticed their garb is a little interesting. I was like, I would venture to guess you don't got any pockets in that garb of yours. And they didn't respond. They just kept not responding.
This is why we don't give you alcohol during the podcast.
First of all,
I was excited originally, but now I'm just not excited at all anymore.
If you let me get to the end of the story, you'll.
I even was just because you gave me a kind gift. You gave me a gift of a bottle of Lafroig.
Yes.
And I was very happy about that. I'm just like, this. Josh is a very kind, helping man, and I'm gonna share a little bit of Lafroig with him because he bought me this bottle.
Yeah.
And even that I'm thinking was a terrible idea.
Why? What do you mean?
No reason. Please continue.
Anyway, so I'm trying to get anything out of these ladies, right? And they're just not giving me nothing. And here's the deal: my instinct as a performer is to make sure everyone in the room is happy.
Was this on?
Hanukkah? Yes. Actually, Hanukkah Eve, but everyone celebrates the same, you know. No one's out and about on Hanukkah Eve.
One of the 8 Hanukkah Eves,
Of course, anyway. one of the many Eves of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
And the Eves of Hanukkah would be like a great movie.
It sounds like a good band name, too.
Yeah, that'd be great. I thought of another great band name. We'll get to it later, though.
Okay.
So anyway, so then I go into this bit, because I have this great bit about how ladies' clothes don't... I don't know if you know this. Does your wife ever complain about how she doesn't have enough pockets?
Yeah, that's a whole thing with women.
Yeah. So these women were wearing like curtains essentially, you know what I mean?
Jesus
drapes,
fucking Christ.
you know.
God damn.
I was like, hey, does the hijab match the drapes?
What the fuck? Why is this happening? Why is this on this beautiful winter day between Christmas and New Year's? Why is this happening to me?
Look, I didn't say that last part, but everything else is true.
What the fuck? Like that makes it better. Good God. He's like, hey, that last redact that last part, please, because that's the offensive.
I admit
that's the offensive.
I admit that
part.
was a little out of line. That last part. Okay.
I think I maybe should stop and we should restart.
No.
Listen, I would encourage it.
I'll edit it in post.
Oh yeah, sure you will.
And anyway.
Yeah, because everything gets edited out of this podcast.
So anyway, again, they don't. There's no response. They're not having a good time. And eventually, one of them says, "I've lived here my entire life," and I was a little bit shocked by that. And I was like, "Oh, okay, so you understand what I'm saying?"
Gosh.
I was like, "You're just not amused."
Why are you doing this?
I was like, "So you're just not amused?" And they're like, "Yeah, none of us are amused by this bit. You asked us if we have pussies." Like that's not like a good, like that's not a setup to a joke, you know?
Yeah.
Like we know more about comedy than you do. That's certainly no setup. That's not a premise to a joke, asking a lady if she has a pussy or not. And I said, well, in today's climate, that's actually pretty pertinent. And they were like, well, yeah, we do understand that trans is a big issue.
Yeah.
So we got a little side discourse there, and we all decided that it was actually asking someone if they have a pussy is essentially asking someone what their pronouns are.
Yeah.
In today's day.
Yeah, of course.
So we all decided that it wasn't that bad that I started the joke that way. But then after that little sidebar, I'm like, may I please continue my joke? And they said, sure.
Hey, and what was the name of this play, by the way?
What do you mean? What play?
Huh?
The play?
Yeah, what was the name of this production that you're putting together?
Oh, this production?
Yeah.
It was called the Potato Pussy Joke.
Fuck. All right, I was hoping you would latch onto that.
Wait, did I miss something?
No, you know that joke that everybody all the comedians
Oh, the
tell?
Aristocrats?
Yeah, I was just hoping you would just say that, and then we could just end this.
Well, you have to let me get to the end of it before I can do that. Like
Okay.
the Aristocrats is filthy, but it oftentimes it's very convoluted, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it already got to that point, kind of.
Well, you didn't get to the potato and the pussy spot. That's the whole point of this. Is that I asked these ladies if they had a pussy, and then I was gonna ask. So anyway, so I was like, man, you know, I have a girlfriend. I was like, you guys have some interesting clothing on, you know. I said that.
Yeah.
And I was like, where'd you get that? Home Goods? No, I didn't say that. But anyway, so then.
Oh no. So, hey, where do you think you buy like a good hijab from?
Man, I don't know.
You know, like where do they have like there's got to be a store.
I would have asked him, but that would have been a little that been in poor taste.
There's got to be a store somewhere, right? Or is it like an online thing?
I don't know. This
I feel like this is an incentive.
Honestly, I
want.
want to get to the bottom of this, but I think the best thing would be to finish the story.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then-
I'll kick back.
and then
It's
you can
fine.
interject
All right.
with your own racist
It's
ideas.
no. Hey, fine. It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Anyway,
It's not a
Continue.
competition.
All right.
so yeah. So I tell these ladies, I say, well, you shouldn't complain about not having pockets in your clothes there because you have pussies. God gave you an extra pocket. You know. Like you just put shit in there. Like that's why. Like there's a reason. And I was like, you're not using them right. And then I said this. I said, look, I know in today's climate, it's not cool for a guy to tell a girl what to do with her pussy. You know, given like abortion and everything. You know, because of abortion, it's not cool for a white guy to be like, hey, this is what you should do with your pussy. This is what you shouldn't do with your pussy. This is what should go in. This is what should go out. Like, you know, if so, you want to vacuum out some, bacteria from your pussy. I'm just, So,
Yeah.
So I said that. I said, hey, as a man, I shouldn't say that. But I said, I do think it's funny when you talk to a guy, right?
Yep.
And the guy's always like, hey, if I had a pussy, I'd be swinging that thing. All the fellas would be, like when a guy's talking about if they had a pussy, they'd be like, I'd fuck all my buddies,
Yeah. What would you do with a pussy? Do you think?
Well, we're getting to that.
Okay,
This is
all right.
actually the very next part of the joke.
All right.
And at this point, the women, they're now hysterically laughing. All right? They finally understand. Like, somehow the translation made it through to them. In fact, one of them, her hijab is halfway off her head. Because she's thrown her head back in ferocious laughter. You know what I mean? And the inertia is causing the goddamn hijab to vibrate violently on her head. And so anyway, I was like, these fellas are always talking about, hey, if I had a pussy, what I'd do with it? I'd be swinging that thing around town. I would leave no cock unturned, And they thought that was really funny.
That was what got. That was the
Well,
thing. That was the
no,
joke
no,
that got him.
No, not yet though. They're beating the tremor, but it's about to turn into a full-fledged quake.
They're tremoring.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're tremoring, but it's about to be a full-on quake.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's a big build up to this joke.
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
many minutes did you have here?
Oh man, I tell you what, it's actually a pretty succinct bit usually. But when you have to paint the whole fucking scene.
I suppose,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, you're really painting the
Yeah.
crowd for
Yeah.
me.
And I said, look, I'm a guy. I would, if I had a pussy, I wouldn't be fucking everybody. I'd be like, if a guy came up to me and was like, hey, can I fuck your pussy? I'd be like, nah, sorry, man. I got about 15 minutes left on this baked potato. Because I'm constantly baking potatoes in my vagina. And at this point, not only
Listen,
at this point,
the fact that you found your way to the fucking baked potato and the pussy makes me think that you've actually told this on stage. We talked about the baked potato and the pussy 5-10 minutes ago at this point.
wait, what do you mean?
I was like, we need to end this. I was like, oh, this is the aristocrats joke or
No,
something. And you're just like, I haven't even made it to the baked potato and the pussy.
Well, no,
fucking
because you
part.
asked me what was the name.
And
of
I
this
was like,
you asked me the name of the production, and the name of the production was baked potato pussy joke. So obviously, there was going to be a baked potato in there.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why. So
How do you just have this on hand?
So the biggest. So here's. But now I don't know if you guys are big on social commentary or not.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm into anything anymore.
I don't know. Look, I don't know if you guys are big into social commentary or not. All right. But here's the deal. The whole thing is this one big allegory for how men should stay out of women's rights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, totes.
And they as Muslim women, especially in America, now they finally have rights.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know what they do to pussies in those countries.
Oh, I heard. I actually heard a crazy story that in some of these Middle Eastern countries they like to put salt inside of vaginas.
Really?
They like it drier, apparently.
Oh, is this real?
Yeah.
Well, other countries like to put salt on burning victims.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yup.
When my foot was boiling.
Yep. Tomatoes,
saying, salt is
tomatoes,
very
and
versatile.
salt. Tomatoes and salt.
So salt is kind of just like a third world. It's in the third world. It's used much more liberally.
Yeah. But apparently, there's some places where they put salt inside of the vagina and then they have sex
It's
because they don't like it wet. They like it dry.
So they send their kids into the salt mine to go get
A little
salt
more grip.
to put into their mom's pussy.
Well, yeah, they send their kid to do it for sure.
Right.
They don't tell them what the salt's for. I mean, they're just like, oh,
Right.
you're gonna have a tasty dinner.
They're like, Dad, are you going to put this in mom's vagina? It's like either that or we're going to put it on a boiled foot.
Yes. God damn it.
50-50 chance this ends up in your mom's cunt.
You know,
Now, get back in the mine.
God.
Scurry on back into that mine.
Oh fuck. You know, it's funny because like I'm saying that with a grain of like
Salt?
certainty and salt.
A salt
But-
of certainty.
But like now that I'm saying it out loud in front of potentially like however many people watch this podcast,
17.
I'm starting to
Actually 0, but 17.
I'm starting
for
to
the sake of it.
I'm starting to question myself.
You know what's hilarious?
Yes.
I'm thinking of the way. First of all, if I think this podcast is off to a ravishing start. Second of all, earlier you were on the phone with your mom.
Yeah.
No, don't. You can't boo Lucy.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
I'm talking about like in general.
Oh, the fact that he's talking to his mom like a little bitch. Yeah. Also, I came down here today and it was all clean. I'm like, what are you, a fucking woman cleaning up? Yeah, boo. I was like, quick question. You got a pussy on you?
She's like, hey, you
like-
ever baked a potato in there or
I
what?
was like, you better have a pussy on you.
I knew this started somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, also, though, if a woman did use her vagina to bake, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. So like they're like they always say like if you slap like if you had a raw chicken in front of you and you slap it enough times you would like at a certain point the chicken would be fully cooked because like you're passing friction, you know.
Oh, so you could slap a chicken until it reaches the right temperature.
Yeah, you could fully cook a chicken, like, theoretically, by slapping it enough times because you'd pass enough friction to it that it would actually heat it up to the point where it would
How many days?
cook it. I don't know. I think somebody fucking tried doing it. Or not tried doing it, but, like, made, like,
With
a
a
hypothesis
mechanical
or
machine?
something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say not with a fan. Like a
Well, nobody has the patience for that. But all what I'm getting at
You
is
have like a
what
bullpen, though.
What I'm getting at is that
You know?
if you
Bullpen.
what I'm getting at though is if you shove a unbaked potato up a vagina and then had that person walk around for a number of days.
Yeah, no, I think for
There's
sure.
there's enough friction that at a certain point that potato would be baked.
Yeah,
I think.
And here's what I'm going to say.
I think theoretically
that
that would make sense.
I don't think that theoretically. I think for sure. And,
Yeah.
And also,
how many days though?
That's what's so good about that joke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is that not only is it about women's rights, but it's also like factually based. Like it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, you could probably bake.
You could legitimately bake. You
Yeah.
could use a vagina to bake a potato potentially.
Like honestly, more importantly, like yeah, abortion rights are important, but more importantly, women should be putting more things.
Do you know like people are fucking getting research grants all over the fucking world, like every day probably, for different things to like study. Why not get a grant to investigate this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think about if it works. We can
Yeah.
make pizzas.
dude.
Oh,
think about
chili?
this. Think about this. There's what?
Stew?
There's close to like 9 billion
Imagine
people in the world now.
ladling stew out of a pussy, dude.
There's close to 9 billion people in this world right now, right? Somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
Half of them are women. That's 4.5 billion women, right? Now, think about if you put a fucking potato inside of every one of those women, right? Then you have in about maybe a week, maybe a month, depending on how long it takes. We don't know.
Yeah.
At a certain point, you're going to have 4.5 billion baked potatoes.
Yeah. You know what?
Think about how many people that would feed.
No, it would feed the whole world.
Oh, yeah.
And
At least the other
it
half of the
reminds me of that.
population.
It reminds me of that Bible adage. Remember this one?
Yes.
Put a potato in a woman's pussy. One child will eat. Teach a woman to bake a potato in her own pussy.
her own vagina.
The whole world will eat.
Yeah.
I never realized.
Stop it! Everybody, stop and think about that for a second.
I never realized.
The significance.
I never realized how important that was. Till
It's
now.
powerful.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
that was the
There's
bait.
there's a reason that's a number one selling book in the world.
Yeah, the potato pussy joke.
No, the Bible.
Oh, the Bible is number one.
Because of the baked potato and the pussy part of the
yeah,
Bible.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best chapter.
of Revelations because it's
Yeah.
revelation.
It was a
it's
revelation.
revelationary.
It's like, man, all this revelation is all like fire and brimstone, but this is a revelation.
Yeah, dude.
You can bake a potato and a pussy. It's
They were only learning.
like, Margaret, get up here. I got some russets. Let me put a russet in your cunt.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was trying to have sex with
Yeah, that was
Jeanette the other day, but she had
it was just unfortunate that they found out at the end of times, you know? They could have figured it out in Genesis.
Yeah.
That would have been
exactly.
a better if Eve would have figured it out immediately.
Think about that. Those Jews,
Everybody would have been fine.
dude. Moses wouldn't have been dick because all those Jews would have eaten potatoes.
Yeah, dude.
Moses would have been dick, dude.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had to fucking enslave all those people, and Moses wouldn't have had to free a single one of them.
No, yeah, we honestly, in some ways,
Everybody would have been potato rich.
yeah, potato rich.
Yeah.
That's like the most racist Irish way of saying, like,
What do you mean?
it's like it's
Well,
like,
don't forget there was a potato famine. Why do you think that occurred?
Oh, because they were shoving them all up fucking women's vagina.
Yeah.
Because they didn't figure out the way to do things.
that's
That's
exactly
true.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the biggest reason.
Yeah.
You know what I like to call that particular famine?
What's that?
An Irish goodbye.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You should bring that one up on stage.
Yeah. Well, let's just say I've tried all these on stage and none of them work.
Have you told the fucking potato in the vagina joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
That's for me to know and for you to not know.
Well,
You know?
pretty sure you kind of.
Anyway, so I was talking about this a little bit earlier, which is kind of hilarious based on the hot start we were off to on this one. You were talking to your mom. You're like, "Well, we're about to podcast,"
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh man, someday if I ever find out how to listen to that, I'll listen to that." And then the funniest thing before we even get to the fact that like I hope she would never listen to it, kind of because I have respect for her.
Yeah.
So minus the content, she's like, well, I'm sure you guys have a following. And, and I was like, no, we don't. She's like, well, why do you do it? And Al and I both looked at each other. We're like, oh yeah, like we had never thought of that before.
She literally asked the question that both of us fall asleep tonight trying not to think about.
I don't really think about it.
No, I know, but
it was hilarious.
on
It was
purpose,
hilarious hearing it from Lucy, being like, why are you wasting your time?
Be like, yeah, neither of us fucking actually know.
And then she hit it on the head even harder. She's like, so it's like a therapy session. I'm like, yeah, I mean, for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely is for me. I don't know for
Well, I do it because Jared's still out there.
Michigan.
Well, Jerry.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a lot of different things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jeffy, it was Jeffy for a while.
Oh, it was Jeffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all the same.
Yeah.
He's the same entity, you know.
Yeah.
Really, he's a big metaphor for this impending doom, you know.
He is. He could be anywhere.
Yeah.
You can call it that, but I'm going to tell you, I do think, you know,
Do you guys
we
know
had a
that-
connection.
Do you guys know that like the Zodiac killer was never found? You know.
Yeah, he
Like, one of
was.
Was he?
No, he wasn't.
Or wait, was BTK found?
BTK was definitely
That was
found.
a long time ago.
Like 11 years ago or
I
something?
think the Zodiac's
Like, even longer than that,
The Zodiac's
probably.
like the only
13?
one that was like not ever found
Yeah, Zodiac there's a lot of like, you know, speculation, just like
about
B.B.
who it
Cooper.
was. Yeah.
Oh, don't people think that Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer?
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, well, that's what I vote for.
yeah.
That's the only time I vote for Ted Cruz.
Well, not the only
Yeah,
time.
dude.
Well, also every other time, but
It's so fucking funny.
Dude, he's a killer, man. He's a killer, straight up killer.
Killer,
Yeah, dude.
dude. Ted Cruz is a killer.
He's
dude.
got a tight 20, dude.
Lion Ted.
Yeah.
Lion Ted. Oh, the other thing your mom said that was not that your mom said. You were like, also if you do find it, I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
apologize.
I mean, you have to apologize ahead of time.
So I like to think about
know?
that opening diatribe there about the ladies in the hijab. I would just love to like Lucy turns on the pod. She's
I
like,
feel-
oh, they're
I feel like
introducing each other.
this-
Like,
I
oh,
feel like
Petey,
this
oh,
is why you
Ellen.
did this.
And then it's like immediately I'm just like, yeah, it's these fucking bitches in their hijabs.
I feel like this is why you did this, maybe.
Well, I like to incite a little.
I really hope a lot of that doesn't exist.
What's that?
Oh, what happened? You mean? You think that I'm telling a lie about what happened?
Oh no, like how this started.
Oh, no.
Oh, about him and speaking to people with hijabs in the crowd.
Yeah, the whole word hijab probably isn't great.
Hijab. Yeah, it's not what you want.
I mean, is that not what?
And you can stop me now. I mean, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work.
Is that-
Don't tell me how to produce.
But
right?
is that not what it's called?
I mean, yeah. Well, how do you spell? How do you say this word?
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna spell this word for you. And how do you pronounce it?
I guess when it comes to hijabs, I was listening to two white men. All right. Sure.
I don't even know if this is how this is spelled.
Oh,
so I'm
cool.
probably
Two
gonna be
white
just as
men
bad,
mansplaining to me what a hijab is. Great.
how do you say Burka? How do you say that word?
Buraka.
No, Burka.
Hijab.
Okay, all right.
Hijab.
Hijab.
Yeah, one of them hijabs on.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever, dude.
All right.
It's all gravy,
No,
man. It's all
fair
good.
enough. It's all the same, I guess.
Well, I guess I should ask you guys. Actually, how was your Christmas? You guys were both just hanging out, right? You didn't have to see family at all.
Yeah, I didn't see my family at all.
I went to the girlfriend's. It was fun.
Right, with the lady. Oh, did you see her family? You saw like the in-laws.
Right. You could call it that, I guess.
Right.
Soon to be in-laws is what I heard.
Yeah.
Did you pop the question this
Oh, that'd have been so cool, dude.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Can I
Listen,
officiate
all I'm
the
saying
wedding?
is
Nobody can tie this boy down. I'm not going anywhere.
all right.
Petey's gonna move out after your son does.
That'd be so fucking awesome.
Petey, your son's graduation is like, I think it's about time you hit the road there, sonny boy.
I'm at the PTA conference.
Yeah.
At this point, Petey's like 230 pounds, but all beer gut. Like, the rest of his body looks fine, but he just has like the most voluptuous beer gut you've ever seen.
Yes. Yep.
He has like one of those like Thunderbird, like American flag cutoffs. Yeah.
He just emerges from his room at like once every like couple of days and just like fucking rubs his belly in front of my son and tells
I'm
him
gonna look
fucking-
like the dude from Aqua Teen.
yeah, Carl. Yeah. That's almost exactly what I was thinking.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck
I like that. Dude, there's a fuck. I gotta find this picture of this dude before. Keep talking though.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pete, did you notice that I got a tablet?
What is a tablet?
Okay, so a tablet is like a large phone, but a small laptop.
I've never owned a computer. I don't know what a laptop is.
So a laptop is like a small personal computer.
What's a PC?
A personal computer is... I actually didn't have an answer for that one, so I'm glad we just started laughing.
No, that's really funny. So you can do stuff on it?
Yeah, but I also want it because I think it's unfair how during these podcasts we use my phone to record, and so I want to be able to be distracted. You know?
Oh, that's fun.
You know?
Yeah.
And then also on the days, because like you're good at Googling, like you're great at it, but some days I get it. You're just tired. You don't want to do it. I'll just do it. So that way you don't have to bother with it. So I got this. This is for both of us.
Thank you.
I'm Googling for two now.
This is what I was looking for with those glasses on.
Oh, you're looking at Bad
Strong Bad.
Yeah, no, but it's like senior card gauge or whatever.
Isn't that Strong Bad?
Yeah, well, it's like his like grandpa or some shit, but it looks just like looks like Petey, how I would imagine.
Some
him
guy
in
at
the
the
future.
CC Club on Christmas said I look like Ollie G.
Yeah. Well, no, these
With
these
the glasses, you do.
those
That's what I
glasses.
mean.
Yeah.
I wore
Well,
them all Christmas.
That's why I thought of this, and then when he brought up the beer belly, I was like, "That's fucking."
Oh, you know what I did on Christmas Eve?
I was rolling pretty good.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Wait, on Christmas at Mortimer's?
Yep. Mortimer,
shit.
CC Club. Yeah.
Oh, actually, on Christmas, I'm jealous. On Christmas, actually,
We had nothing going on.
dude, Christmas Eve, I went to Mick's office. Like, I drank for like 14 hours straight on Christmas Eve. And then I got to Mick's office, and I had my because I watched the Vikings game, right?
Oh.
So I had my Viking sweater on and sweatpants, and that's what I was rocking with at Mick's
You have
office.
one of
I keep
those fucking
seeing-
sleeve ones, right?
I keep seeing people go to
Yeah.
Mick's office, and I'm real jealous. I like that place.
You've never been?
Mick's office. I love
Bubble
Mick's.
hockey.
I love Mick's. They do have bubble. They do
Oh,
have bubble
I
hockey.
didn't-
Buggle hockey.
I didn't.
Buggle,
even notice.
Bubble hockey.
So anyway, so at a certain point in the night, as I want to do, I pop the sweatshirt off. So I got nothing but I'm just wearing a wife beater and the sweatpants, and I'm just going hard, and everyone is looking at me weird, and but I was on cocaine and also really drunk, so I just didn't really give a fuck, you know. But it was a good ass time. I drank literally for 13 hours straight on Christmas Eve. I woke up Christmas morning, one of those hangovers, dude, where like you're actually not sure if you're gonna recover. Like you think you like I thought I did like permanent damage to myself. Like I felt so heavy and just like so fucking done. Like
I've been there before.
I was like,
man.
I don't know how this is gonna happen. I even had sex in the morning, and that made no
Just
difference.
did nothing.
It's like sometimes I can like turn it around a little bit. Did nothing. I was like, this is not good.
Jesus.
And then I texted you guys. I drove like through like blizzard conditions.
Oh yeah.
Like 2
Yeah,
hours.
I was
to
wondering. I was
Monoman.
wondering that shit.
Yeah,
That's fucking wild.
yeah. I was in Fargo. I had to drive to fucking Monoman, which is like 2 hours away.
no.
So you did that after that?
Yeah, man. Like right away in the morning.
Not for me. Not for
do your
me.
parents ever just be like, "What? Like, why does he just keep showing up to our abode like this?"
Yeah, for some reason my dad thinks I'm like a coke addict now.
I mean, he wouldn't like based
But
on
I'm not a
based on
coke
his
addict.
based on his experiences with you showing
Look
up
at
like
your
that. I would.
fucking beautiful hair.
I mean,
that's
thanks.
true.
Thanks.
You look like Johnny Depp in Blow in a way. Put these on, would you?
Yeah, I would love to put those
Oh.
on. I would love to try those on for size. Yeah, give him a good wipe. Can you give him a good wipe for me? So my mom made some comments. She's like, "Well, your dad thinks you're doing a bunch of coke." I'm like, "What?"
What?
Yeah, I think it's because like, I lost weight, and I'm just like every time I come around, I'm just like all like fucking out. I'm all
I
out of
mean,
it.
like, which she wouldn't be wrong. You literally just admitted to doing coke this like a day before. you
Truly,
went there.
every time I've seen my parents in the last couple months, I've done coke the night before. To be fair,
So,
oh, these are nice.
so they're not
really-
wrong.
This really brightens up the room.
Dude, you look dope with them.
I actually think that I might get
I
it
was
there,
gonna wear them at work today.
dude. You should have.
I didn't want people to know that like I dealed blow.
I don't want to know that you're a
Yeah, if
a
he
coke dealer.
if he showed up at your house wearing those, do you think it would help or
Man,
hurt your scenario?
At this point, man, I don't even know because basically when I'm back home now, I guess my dad thinks I do coke, but he never says anything to
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
really.
yeah.
We just drink and watch football and talk
Yeah,
about
of course.
football. But my mom is always like, I'm always like making these comments, like being like, yeah, I don't care about nothing, you know, like I don't got nothing to live for.
just like
you know?
just like a fucking cokehead.
Yeah,
would.
just like a guy who has no serotonin left.
Wait. Oh, that's. Wait, no, I so when I
So
think
he always
about,
comes out here and just talks about how he hates everything.
And I don't-
I
I
wouldn't
don't-
call a nihilist a cokehead who has no serotonin though.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of nihilists are cokeheads.
Because if I see a cokehead, I just assume they're
Why
on
not,
coke at
you
the
know?
time.
yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
You know?
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Anyway, so I don't know, man. Like, and here's the deal, I don't think I have a coke problem. Like,
I don't think you do either.
you know, I've been.
But maybe I'm just encouraging you to just keep on, keeping on. You know?
It's like always around, you know.
yeah.
And like I keep buying it, you know, and like I just don't think that like I have a problem though, you know.
I can stop whenever I want.
Usually that's how it starts.
Yeah, like eventually I'll stop buying it every day,
God damn it.
and then I won't. Be
Honestly, eventually that will happen.
yeah, eventually, all good things must end, you know. As George Harrison once said, "All things must pass."
Yep.
And so
this too shall pass.
so shall my coke habit. It's cool though, because when you do coke and you don't eat nothing, and you lose weight and you feel good.
Dude, I noticed you took lunch an hour later than usual today.
I'm not hungry, man.
I noticed an hour
Dude,
difference.
I was out.
I'm just not hungry.
Dude, I was back in the fucking warehouse like fucking LeBron James in a pile of fucking Scarhead Coke, just fucking throwing it up in the air, being like, let's move some boxes, you know? Let's fucking go. And everyone's like, it's like, Josh, you gonna take lunch? It's like, fuck no, man. Lunch? Let's get after it.
Aren't you not even in the warehouse anymore either?
Oh, I was today though. I showed those boys how to
he
fucking
made-
go.
he
Like
made
I don't even work back
Yeah,
here
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I fucking was craving throwing some boxes.
Yeah, dude.
around.
Yeah, dude. And I was
Yeah.
just, I went through like 3 boxes of Kleenex, all the fucking blood coming my nose. I'm like, I was like, hey, these are free, right? They're like, at a certain point, we're gonna have to charge you.
God
you use like half a gross of
Hey, question
half a gross of Uline
question for you
tissues.
guys. Have you guys been
Quit talking to us.
have you guys been pulling back a lot of fucking blood with those tissue wipes or what? You know, has that been happening lately?
Wait, what do you mean?
You know, when
Tissue
you just
wipes?
fucking just take some tissues and fucking wipe your asshole. You just been getting a lot of blood back.
Wait, no, actually, that stopped for me a couple like. So I used to be a real like blood shitter, like, dude, in my heyday.
Producer,
I don't know if we can keep any of this.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
I think it's great conversation, man.
Have you been fucking pooping blood? That's all I want.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Not like I used to.
The same, dude. I don't ever do it anymore. I used to shit blood a lot, like
It's not even shitting blood. It's more of the hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Wiping, the
It's,
wiping.
you know. it's just
Oh,
wiping.
you didn't have like a lot of blood in the toilet?
Oh, see, I've had some blood
Not
in the
a
toilet
lot.
sometimes.
No, that's why
yeah.
I buy the best TP of all time. Though you got to keep that rubbing.
No,
down.
but this wasn't. This is pre-wipe. I could feel that there was blood going with it.
Oh no! See, like, okay, there was this one time where I pooped.
You guys don't have. You guys never have that.
There was this one time where I pooped and I
No way.
I felt it and it smelled a little coppery.
Oh,
And so
what do you mean you smelled it?
I knew something was wrong because
You
it smelled a little coppery.
You smelled the toilet paper?
I didn't smell the toilet
Oh,
paper. What the fuck is wrong
look
with
where your
you?
hand is right now. I thought you were gesturing that you smelled the toilet paper.
I'm exasperating my story.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be mean. It looked like that's what you were
That's
doing.
not true.
And I just knew something was up, and I fucking just wiped, and it was just all blood. You know, just like the whole
wet
wipe
blood,
was
right?
wet.
Yeah,
And I looked
yeah.
in the toilet, and there was just fucking just like it was just
droplets.
Fucking
yeah,
just
absolutely.
spiraling downward.
Yeah.
You know how that looks.
Yeah, I've turned a toilet into red Kool-Aid, dude.
Yeah.
Many a time.
Yeah, no, but I've been having a lot of that lately.
A lot of it lately.
Yeah, you know, just hemorrhoids and stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Just pulled it back.
Don't
and
worry
it's
about
fucking
it.
blood. And
Let me
shit.
tell you this, as an expert of this, don't worry about it.
Hey, don't worry about it.
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I know I'm not gonna die.
Don't tell a doctor. Don't tell
They,
your wife.
they actually
don't tell anyone.
They actually say that the only time you should worry about it.
Definitely not a doctor.
Don't tell any.
Don't tell a doctor.
Don't tell any. Don't tell any professional.
No, no.
Hair professional.
They-
any kind.
They
of
say the
fucking-
only time that you should worry is if it looks like coffee grounds in the toilet,
it's
apparently
dark.
that's dried blood.
Dark. Yes.
Which is a bad thing because that means that it's been fucking digested through your body.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
I
that's
thought that
not
was
good.
just shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Wait. So so as to not have to take a shit and be like, well, this looks like dark.
Well, I told you to stop bleeding.
I mean, yeah, the bleeding stopped. The coffee grounds began.
Yeah.
Wait, well, so hang on. What do you mean by coffee grounds?
It looks like coffee grounds.
Should I dry them out and like?
Well, if you just grab some coffee grounds and just throw it in the toilet, and then just like see how that looks, and then you just be
Well,
like,
what I'm saying is, can I scoop it up and then use it as coffee grounds?
well, yeah, duh,
oh,
yeah. Do you ever heard of like those You've heard of those coffee beans that fucking those cats pass through their body that are worth like, 30 times the amount of a normal bag.
yeah.
of
I don't
coffee?
think it's cats. But
It's like
yeah.
some kind of cat.
It's
cat.
something
It's a
anyway.
feline
Yes, I'm
of
aware.
some
It's
sort,
like
yeah.
a fucking raccoon. Or
It's a part of the feline family, I hear.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
No, that's good. That's good stuff, man.
yeah.
So anyway, that was my goddamn Christmas Eve. I just got
yeah.
hammered and then like had a real
Oh.
regrettable Christmas.
We realized that so my stepsister got COVID, so like our Christmas got canceled essentially because
Yeah.
they were all hanging out with each other, and my wife's got a baby and shit,
Your
whatever.
stepsister.
Yeah. Oh no, sister-in-law. Sorry. Yeah, I got that.
I didn't
Like,
even-
damn.
I
I didn't
didn't
even,
even-
I didn't even catch that at all.
I
I
didn't
like
even
this
question
family
that.
dynamic.
No, sister-in-law. So my sister-in-law got COVID, so the Wagner Christmas got canceled, and so me and Carly were hanging out, and we're just like, well, fuck, now we don't got like food plans and shit, so we were just like, let's just do fucking it's a cat, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah, yeah.
cat. I didn't know that.
So there's this cat that shits the coffee. I think I've heard about this.
I thought that was something that happened down in South America. This is Asian, so there must be something else that does it.
Well, there's coffee everywhere. They just feed them the beans.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They just feed them.
There's
They just
coffee
they
everywhere.
just have to feed them the beans. So anything could eat
It's
beans.
more of an equator thing, not a country.
Well, I
thing.
know, but anything could eat beans. You could bring beans to
I
Antarctica.
fucking ate beans earlier today.
you could
we
bring
already ate beans
I
today.
went to Taco Beans.
You could bring the beans to Antarctica and feed them to penguins, and they can possibly do the same thing.
Taco
you know what I
beans
mean?
is like something your
Taco beans.
Down syndrome son would say.
Yeah, right. Can we go to Taco Beans? Can I get the
Don't do it.
potato olays? That's where we draw the fucking line. That's where we draw the line.
Okay, do an impression of a Somali Down syndrome
Jesus
guy,
fucking Christ! No. All right.
like a
So-
trans Somali autism
So
Down syndrome guy
anyways,
who has a hijab.
I realized that we didn't have Christmas dinner going on, so we
what did you do for dinner?
we did we got Indian food the first day because the Indians, they don't celebrate Christmas.
No, they celebrate Ramadan.
Yep. And then the second day we
I'm
woke
probably
up.
wrong.
The second day we woke up and we went and we got Cecil's, which is a Jewish deli,
Jews. Yeah, the Jews.
because the Jews don't celebrate Christmas.
No, they celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the later part of the day, we went to a hot pot place where they make hot pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget the name of the place. I think it was like Taiwan or something. Taiwanese people.
You went to Taiwan.
The Taiwanese people. 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't celebrate Christmas.
No.
What's the difference between Taiwanese food and Chinese
they're
food?
Buddhist. They don't fucking do that shit.
Very little, I would imagine.
Isn't it the same thing as far as
Well,
China's concerned?
I
Right,
forget-
because Taiwan rightfully.
so
it
wouldn't
was like
China
little,
be like,
Taiwan-
why the fuck is it
Taiwan-
not called Chinese food?
well, right, Taiwan
it was
is
like- it was
rightfully
like little,
part of China, and China will take it over, and they
where's
should.
Singapore? Where's Singapore?
they did.
Where is
Yeah.
where is Singapore?
Who is one of those fucking dirt countries? Who knows, dude?
Singapore,
Where is Singapore? It's Taiwan, isn't it?
I think so.
Like that sounds
No,
right to
not
me.
Singapore's a country.
Not Taiwan?
Singapore's a country.
Thailand? Singapore's not a
You're
country.
thinking of Bangkok.
Well, there's Bangkok.
Singapore's a country.
I thought it was a city.
No,
I think it is a city.
it's a country
It's
in
a city.
Asia. A country in Asia.
Oh, it's a country in Asia.
You goddamn boobs. Why you say I'm wrong?
Is it it's in the Indonesian part.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
It's next to Thailand, I believe.
Indo-Pacific Asia, I
It's
believe
in
is what
Malaysia.
it's called.
It's actually in Malaysia.
Yeah. Oh, Malaysia.
It's not in Malaysia. It's
Well,
its own
you know,
thing.
it's connected
All right,
to it.
Whatever. It's outside.
But anyways, we got hot pot from fucking people who abide from that country.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
So
pretty good.
It's a city town. It's a city country, huh?
A country city.
Luxembourg.
It's a what?
Country state.
Luxembourg.
Brunei?
Yes.
What the fuck?
You don't know Brunei?
No, it's Brunei, dude.
It's a city
One of
country.
the third richest person in the world is the Prince
It's
of
just
Brunei.
one dude. He just owns a country.
All right. I like that.
Isn't that fucking
This
dope?
looks like shit.
It's literally somebody who's just like, I got a bunch of money now. I'm just gonna start my own fucking country, and then he just does whatever he wants.
How about Bruning, Nebraska? Boy, that sounds like a fucking sad place to live.
See, the fact that like the surrounding countries allow this man to live is fucking fascinating to me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like that's the problem with starting your own country is like just being like, I'm just gonna like own this land and literally do whatever the fuck I want. And then just not having people like fucking like ram in your fucking
Oh,
city. And
this
do
is dope, dude.
yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Isn't that crazy?
This is amazing, dude.
Yeah, he just does whatever he wants.
So okay, so there's Indonesia, but what's the country that he's closest to? Because it looks like is that whole island Indonesia? Oh, it must be okay. So he basically took over a little sliver of Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had like some crazy resources. And he's the third richest dude in the world. Like he hosted
dude.
like Michael Jackson
Dude.
back in '93, and it was
Dude.
one of the biggest parties in '93.
Dude, look at that fucking palace.
It's
dude.
fucking gorgeous.
It's unbelievable. Dude, that is amazing. How did I not know about this?
See, like this is what we've been talking about this whole time about like people doing cool shit with their money.
not being just like fucking
Not just being
capitalist
fucking
dickbags.
yeah, just douchebags.
Not being like, I want more. It's like,
I
how
want
would
to
you
buy.
fucking,
I want to buy Twitter and shit. It's
How
like,
would you
no,
buy a
just
fucking
buy it.
1/16 of Indonesia
Yeah.
and like the most beautiful
Yeah.
resource-rich part of it, by the way?
Yeah.
And just
And just do
ball
whatever the fuck you want.
out.
Like literally
Yeah, in
anything you want.
'96, Michael Jackson got paid a bunch of money to just perform there. $17 million.
He got $17 million to perform
mean,
one time
That's pretty fucking
in 1996.
Cool. It's pretty fucking cool.
Damn, dude. I feel like I have heard of this now. The Sultan of Brunei. That sounds kind of similar. Oh, Prince Charles was there. Great,
Oh,
man.
of course he was. So now they're
This is
raping kids
just-
there, huh?
Okay, so this Brunei guy is not a good guy. He's not a real good guy.
You're like, hey.
Oh, so they were just raping
there's
kids
even
here.
Prince Charles.
I
Yeah, I was
thought-
gonna say
like,
fucking
oh my god, that's like Lady Gaga.
fucking Michael Jackson and Prince Charles were just like fucking like Eiffel Towering these fucking kids.
Okay, come on now. I don't want to think about kids being Eiffel
And
Tower.
they got paid money to do it, dude.
Oh, good luck. Okay, who
It's
was it?
fucking insane.
Was Epstein there? Okay, Epstein had to have been. There's might have been pre-Epstein though.
Well,
No, he orchestrated it. He
He
orchestrated it.
orchestrated the gala.
Uh,
Hey, say what you want about Jeffrey Epstein. That guy could organize a gala.
he could fucking put together a real shindig for sure. You know.
Guy knew how to throw a fucking hell of a party.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man.
Lord.
Bored of oval and pear-shaped diamonds? Why is this?
Yeah, I am.
I am. You know, you ever think about just like why
Yeah.
are they always oval or pear?
Yeah, can we get like fucking like I don't know, maybe like
ain't shit.
Oh fuck,
like,
guys! I haven't been recording.
shut up. Is that real?
What haven't you been recording?
Just kidding.
God damn it.
Zing.
Why does this happen continuously?
What do you mean?
You're always saying that you're not recording. and then
I was-
sometimes it's true, and then sometimes it's not true.
Well, today wouldn't have been the worst days.
Why?
What do you mean?
Wait, it's gonna be like that one episode. It's gonna be like that one episode where you deleted it on purpose because you were worried I was gonna leave something in that you said for once.
Oh, was that why episode 2 was gone?
I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't two.
I don't know when it was.
That was like in the teens or 20s.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
So didn't you have some bit about Dumb and Dumber or something you were doing earlier?
Yeah, I'm
mean?
sure that's what it was. I'm sure that's what it was.
What do you mean?
Were you talking about like Dumb and Dumber, like if Dumb and Dumber were gay or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or did you have some bit?
Wait,
you
me
I've
or him?
talked about all sorts of crazy shit. Are you
oh
talking
no!
about me?
Oh no! Liar, liar!
Oh.
You were saying the whole thing of that movie that no one talks about is how like he has to say yes to gay sex.
Oh yeah.
He can't say no.
Yeah.
Wait, what are y'all talking about? You
he's-
talking about earlier today?
No, he pivoted. He pivoted just
Today?
now.
Are you talking about
I didn't
today?
realize you were pivoting, but I'm
I took
about
I
it.
took a pivot. I was trying to see if we could do a bit.
No, I'm cool with that. Yeah, no,
Well, it wasn't liar and liar. It was yes man.
no. Yeah, well,
Oh yes,
Yeah,
man.
yes,
Wait,
man, yes,
so
man.
so
It's the one where he started saying yes to everything.
He has
said
to
no,
say
and then
yes,
all of a
say
sudden he's
yes
saying
to
yes to getting
everything.
raped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Spoiler
yeah.
alert.
Yeah, it's an alternate universe where fucking Jim Carrey is in his he's doing his yes man thing.
wait.
But like he lives in a shittier part of town, and so like he just keeps running across people who are just like, oh,
Trying to rape him?
Oh,
Spoiler.
do you want some of these drugs and all these fucking fentanyl filled drugs? And they're just like, oh, do you want to get fucking ass raped by my fucking buddy in this alley or something?
I
And he's
can't
like,
not say
yes,
no.
he's like, yes, I do. And so like Jim Carrey's just fucking just like all fentanyl out, just getting ass raped every fucking day of the week.
Holy shit!
Like sex trafficked and stuff. Dude, he's having a fucking hell of a time.
Would you like to be sex trafficked?
Yes. That people catch on.
He's like, yes, man.
People catch on that he's the yes man. They just
Yeah.
fucking get him to do all
and he
sorts
keeps
of crazy
saying,
stuff.
he doesn't just say yes. He always says yes, man.
And he's like, I got a really good idea for a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He's
here we
like,
go.
I lived in the ghetto for many months,
Allegedly.
saying yes
Allegedly.
to everything.
Dude.
And now this would be
Like-
a great movie.
Oh, wait. Why was he saying yes? He got like hypnotized or something, right? Didn't he?
Wait, is this the same thing as Liar Liar? How is he in Liar Liar and Yes Man? Isn't that the same, almost the exact
pretty
same
ridiculous.
premise?
It is pretty ridiculous. But
yeah,
20 years
uh,
apart, though. Give him a break.
but
yeah,
like,
that's true. Maybe he forgot.
dude, literally setting that
Yeah,
movie.
I don't remember what I did 20 years ago. Do you?
Setting that.
Wasn't it a
I
fuck-
don't remember what I did 20 minutes ago.
yeah, me neither, dude. Oh, we were podcasting. That's
just
crazy.
setting that
Whoa,
that
dude.
string of events that he fucking went through, just setting that like in the hood of like fucking
Oh,
LA
the
or
hood.
something.
What do you mean by that?
You know, the hood,
Well, yeah, but
The white one or
the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, but what kind of hood?
Well, just a regular neighborhood
Pointy?
with drugs and fucking.
Oh, he was in. Was he
prostitutes.
in Santa Monica?
Maybe. I don't know. They probably got fucking drugs and shit there.
Anyway, continue with your story.
Yeah. So, anyways, they fucking just set these motions into fucking effect
Yeah.
in the center of the fucking hood somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then just fucking have that movie. Like, just have that be the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so much better.
Yes Man 2.
Yeah.
Yes Man 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shanghai.
Welcome to Shanghai, dude.
How
Shanghai?
about Yes and Man?
It's just an improv man.
Well, yeah, where he has to or everything. If a guy's like, "Yo, man, can I suck your dick?"
It's a yes and.
He's like, "All right, let's work this out." He's like, "Well, sure, but perhaps I can shine your shoes while I'm down there." You know, he does all the improv
That
shit.
does not work out physically.
Yeah, yes, and I'll shine your shoes.
It might be if it's short enough.
And
man.
he's a black guy, so obviously he's offended by him making like a shoe shining reference. You know, that's really racist. You know?
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up, dude.
And he's like, motherfucker, what you talking about? He's like, yes, and I guess I will not shine your shoes. And
Is
you
that
know?
racist?
Well,
What if you're shining the shoes of a black man? That's not racist.
well, what if he takes the shoe shine and puts it on his face? Then is that racist?
What the fuck?
He's like, yes, and I guess I'll just use this shoe shine to
do a minstrel show.
Good lord. All right, let's go on a fucking break.
No, we don't have. It's not time yet.
What do you fucking mean it's not time? We've been going for like fucking 70 minutes now.
Yes, and we must do more time on the podcast.
Oh my god.
Dude, come on. We're doing fun bits.
The
The
funnest bits.
I'm on a roll here, man. Why are you trying to stifle my creativity? This is the kind of shit.
I'm just trying to give you a chance to fucking really collect your thoughts to make sure you can really execute.
Look, bro, this is the type of shit's gonna
podcast.
break up the podcast, dude.
Oh no!
I feel like I'm
He's always asking.
I
for
feel like I'm
breaks and
George
shit.
Harrison, and you're fucking both Paul and goddamn John Lennon,
Boo.
and he's goddamn Ringo
Yoko.
Starr.
I want to be Yoko so I can fuck him.
So you fuck Alan.
Oh my
So I can
god!
fuck Alan's brains out.
Jesus.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Lenovo Tab M8 HD tablet. You can find it at all sorts of local places. And, this time of year is a great time to be searching for these things, especially post-Christmas. You can find great deals. For example, if you go to a Best Buy right now and you're looking for just a little 32 gig tablet there, you'll find that thing on sale nearly 50% off. And that way you don't support Bezos. I've always said it. At this point in our country, supporting a place like Best Buy is like basically supporting a small business. Anytime you go into any place and just buy something,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, it is
I
crazy.
feel like good about myself when I walk into Best Buy.
It feels weird, like supporting Best Buy feels like you're doing a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's tablet.
Second advertisement of the podcast is brought to you by Bone. It's just a bone. I don't know of what animal, but you go to. It's funny because these are marketed. I hate to fucking just break from character here, I guess, but Jesus fucking Christ, why do you look like that? Anyways, so you gotta go into a PetSmart or a Petco, and they just have buckets of just bones, right? Somebody fucking markets that. Somebody is just I got a bunch of fucking bones that these dogs can eat. Presumably it's a man with a bunch of livestock, cows.
This is
and
my
stuff.
impression of a guy who walks in from outside in the cold. Like you're hanging out in a dive bar, let's say on Christmas Eve, and this is a strange old guy or upper middle aged guy.
You know what's funny? I've seen that exact look.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that's a small town bar thing.
He's kind of shivering. So he's
Yeah. This guy's mouth half open.
but he's smiling because he just wants the kids to like him.
Oh, dude. Anyways, bones. Buy them. They're good for your bones.
All right, and now time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard Podcast. Producer Pete, Alan, and John.
All right, should we do a song or what? Nice.
I heard that.
Yeah, I farted hard.
Should we just do a song?
Well, before we do that, hey, producer Pete, how was your break?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The break was really fucking good.
Fantastic, Alan.
Well, neither of us had a break. The audience
Why
saw
not?
this. Where there was no cut.
No, I'm going to cut.
There was no cut. In
I'm
the
going to
action.
cut. I'm going to put a whole little sketch in
Dude,
there.
that was
Good
40
Lord.
minutes ago. Why do you keep saying shit like
God
that?
damn it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna cut out
My break was great. I took a 40-minute walk around the block.
my
No, you
break.
didn't. I saw you. I was next to you. the
Well,
whole time.
he didn't do that, but my break actually was an hour long, and I did walk around the block.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I was curious on what you were doing.
Yeah, I walked around the block for an hour.
Maybe we can get a little epilogue from you.
A little epilogue?
Yeah,
Okay.
epilogue. And by the way, that's a part of a book, not something you put on your skin.
Whenever you're ready.
And so, at the end of all these crazy shenanigans that Josh Allen and PD put themselves through, we come to the conclusion of our story. Josh has been a racist his whole life, and it's just been exactly what we've all expected. He just went through life talking about racist things and died of fucking herpes and an overdose to fucking fentanyl. Very, very, probably like 33, 34 years old. Went straight to hell. Just fucking it turned out exactly how you guys would expect it to. Matthew Allen Peterson, he went on to live just a fantastic life with his dog. He found a way to fucking make his dog live forever somehow through stems. He aborted a bunch of babies and fucking stole their stem cells and injected them into the dog. And him and that beautiful animal are frolicking around the valleys of Sweden for all eternity together. Alan, the real protagonist of this story, is he's doing all right. He's just hanging out. He's got, I don't know, he's like reads books and stuff and fucking sits in a nook with a leather bound recliner chair. And just like fucking, eat some food and stuff. And it has like drinks, eats food, has a good time. You know how it goes. He's chilling. Other than that, the world keeps spinning. Everybody's still partying and having a good time. Russia, is still fucking Russia. Now they took over fucking Ukraine. The Ukrainians lost. And then after that, fucking World War III happened, and the Russians just took over the rest of the world. And so now we're just all Russians. And so that's basically it. The end. Question mark.
No, yeah, that was good. Now I'm going to do my epilogue. I think it's only fair since you got one that I get to have one.
You know, the boys never did recover from that trip, but they never forgot about the memories they had along the way. 10, 15, 20 years have passed, and the boys all diverged on their own paths. Producer Pete, that kooky old guy, he got married to a wife upstate. They live in a small cottage town. He owns 2 goats and has 2 baby boys. Alan, well, let me tell you about old Alan. He met up with the Prince of Brunei, and now he fucks kids. Josh was the most successful of all 3 of them. Because of his racist podcasting antics, he got signed to One America Network, where he spouts hate every single day. I guess that's the end of this story. Or is it? I guess only time will tell.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the podcast. Thank you, everyone else.
Shut the fuck up. Don't do that.
Alan said he wants to suck your pussy.
Now
dude.
I can guarantee you some shit will get cut out.
Jesus. Yeah, right.
Alan says he's gonna suck your
Shut the
cunt,
fuck
and I don't know what that means.
Do it over, you fuck.
I don't even know what that means.
I'll kill you.
All right, hey, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. This is really cool. Shouts out. Anyway, so thank you all so much. We'll catch y'all next week. Producer P, would you like to say goodbye to the good folks?
Bye.
Alan wants to say goodbye.
Everybody go kill yourself, including Josh.
I enjoy the song.
Okay.
Yo, it's 2023, dog. We gotta put 22 in the past. Sometimes I take a real break. I walk out onto the street. I stop at each street corner, 'cause I'm a horser. You wanna go to first base? That's a hand job. You wanna go to second base? Well, that's fucking my ass. You wanna fuck my ass? That's second base. You wanna fuck my ass? That's second place. But if you're going for gold, you wanna drop me on home. gotta torture the fuck out me, dude. You gotta fuck my face. It's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's gonna cost a pretty penny to fuck my face. It's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's gonna cost a pretty penny to fuck my face. But then I'm gonna get my revenge when I am living on top. When I'm with the Prince of Brunei, or whatever that country is called. We're gonna track you down. I'm gonna throw you on the ground. And who knows what I'm gonna do. I could do anything to you. If you're lucky, I'll stay at second base. I'll never even fuck your face. But if you're not lucky, you'll be dead. You'll be dead, and then guess what, kid? You'll be dead, and I'll fuck you then. I'll fuck your corpse. I'll take you all the way home. This is how it is. It's New Year's, motherfucker. 2022's over. I'm fucking you now in 2023, alright?